Hello, I'm Toycat, and a really common piece of feedback is that people enjoy that we make a video for every major Bedrock update that comes out, but they wonder how it is that we can show off emojis for woodland mansions, or wildflowers, or banners, and also how we have these great diagrams that we show via the vanilla game rather than editing. It's really fun, but people wonder how they can do that themselves, and so this is the ultimate guide on how you can make custom item frame maps, how you can make custom paintings, and how you can make custom emojis, so that you can add these to your very own Bedrock world, because you might just be surprised at what you can do on this version of the game. But let's start with something that you probably have done, even if by mistake, and that is map art. I think that everyone at some point has wondered, like, oh, if maps represent the blocks in a world, what if you were to change those blocks to build something that you wanted to? And so I built this one as a representation of an in-joke you'll probably only get if you're subscribed to the channel. If you don't subscribe, your house might just grow a weird yellow ear. And what's interesting about this little in-joke that I crafted is you don't actually just have to have one map art from every build you make, you can actually make multiple. So when I was building this, I actually took a normal version of the house without the subscribe or oust text, and you can see that I've got that version as well as this one, and as long as I don't take this out of an item frame, or even if I do, if I am to use a cartography table, fun fact, that's one of their abilities if you use glass, that means I can have 2 copies of this, and I can even then have copies of, say, the map, but it's got the ear and it says C or oust. I don't know what that means, but the fact that I can choose to keep these is a delightful kind of way of keeping progress of a project, which is really fun. Again, this only works if you don't go near it though, or it will automatically update, just like it did right there. Speaking of things that are very interesting about maps, you might not realize that it starts simple, but can go surprisingly complicated, and one of my favorite examples is from one of the builders here on this channel, Adorable Ho. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to show you this in real life, so let's hop over there. Okay, the reason I really want to show you this is because traditional map art is really simple to understand. Every block represents 1 pixel of the completed image, but what if I was to tell you that actually, when you think of one block being 1 pixel, you're imagining that screens have like a single pixel that can be lit in any color, but that's not actually how real pixels work. The way real pixels work is you have actually 3 mini pixels in that 1 pixel, which have red, green, or blue, and depending on how each of those 3 lights are lit, you can get different colors. For example, if all of them are turned all the way on, you'll get a white pixel, like this bed over here, and if all of them are turned all the way off, you'll get a black pixel, like this wool. And what's useful to know about this is you could theoretically apply this to a world. I love that this is what Adorable Ho has done right here, and you could therefore use this effect to create a rainbow. It's not that convincing when you look at it in the hand right here, but if you put it in an item frame and zoom out, like you would for a TV, this actually does look like a rainbow. It does some really trippy things too, as you get closer and then get further away, but look at this. As you slowly move around this object, you can see that there is, oh, whoa. It feels like we've broken the Minecraft time-space continuum. This is one of the craziest things. I need to make sure this is on the recording, actually. Yep, I can confirm this is something that isn't just my screen, it's something you can see too, because Minecraft itself is fundamentally struggling with showing so many pixels per map in such a small part of your screen, and so that results in whatever this is. I think it's crazy that it goes from looking like very clear pixels up close to a rainbow at kind of like a standing distance like a TV, to whatever the heck this is as we get further away, but such is the beauty of Minecraft. So that is the main way that you can make a custom map. You could choose to do so by editing the files if you wanted to as well, as many people do choose to, but if you're at that point, what you might prefer is making custom paintings. The reason I suggest that is because this is the easiest way to customize anything in your world thanks to mcpaintings.com. There is a Minecraft painting creator, and massive credit to them, they make so many parts of the game much easier. All you have to do is create your own pack from scratch by adding the images you want to. In this case, I'll use my Let's Play image, and we're able to crop this to make it perfectly fit, and boom, look at that. We can make ourselves a Toycat Let's Play house painting in Minecraft. Then we can go to 3x3 and we can pick another painting. In this case, I'll pick, I don't know, I think this is a pretty good one if you ask me. This should definitely be a painting that exists in the game, and so that is what we're going to have as the 2 paintings that make up our resource pack, but you could use as many as you want to. Now all you've got to do is go to download pack, and pack name, the toy paintings, I guess. Pack description, I don't even know. But we're going to go for Bedrock 1.21, and we can select a quality if we want to, have different ways. But right now, we can go and download, and that will allow us to find these brand new paintings. So this creates the Toycat Paintings MC Pack, and if you haven't used an MC Pack file, you literally just click it, and it starts the import, and then we can take this world here, which I have paintings. They're not necessarily the same paintings, but we can take this world right here, install our brand new texture pack on top of it. So let's see. Okay, this is the reminder that I really need to clear out my resource packs here, but this is toy paintings, which we can now activate, and what it will do is replace select paintings in your Minecraft world. Every one of those slots will line up with something, which means that this painting that we were just looking at from the thumbnail has become Toy Cat's Let's Play House, and this painting over here has become what you might describe as the world's most beautiful piece of art, or the world's worst piece of art. It's entirely up to you to decide. Anyway, this is how you make custom paintings. It's really, really easy, it's really repeatable, and if you want to expand your pack, you literally just go back to mcpaintings.com and you say, I want a 4x2 painting, and what do you want that 4x2 painting to be? Well, you get to decide. You can make it literally anything that you have, and so let's go ahead and make this into, I don't know, I've got this beautiful painting one over here. Oh, isn't this great? We could make it purely orange, but yeah, this website makes creating paintings as a resource pack very, very easy, and I strongly recommend it for that reason. Anyway, now it's time to jump out of this and jump into our update videos. So one of the things that we put a lot of time and effort into over here at ToyCat Studios is making sure that the update videos, whenever a Bedrock update comes out, are the best ones that you can watch on YouTube. Because the truth is it used to be there was one yearly update and that's all you need to know about, but on Bedrock we're getting something like 7 or 8 updates a year and 4 major drops a year, and so knowing what's in those updates as best as possible, but also in this like kind of smooth single take, is something that we've been working really hard on. And one of the fun little things that KMB, who has been working on these worlds, to do precisely that, has worked out is these little emojis are really, really good at showing a point, because donkeys as a word is, people read pictures easier than they read words, and sometimes item frames are great, sometimes custom paintings are great, usually I would say even, but sometimes a little emoji is just a great way to be like, yeah, those guys. I mean, not the guys of the lack of eyes. Can we zoom in on that? We can. So instead, what you might want to do, so that's the reason lots of people be asking for custom emojis, because there are just moments where this would be perfect to fit it into your text here. And so how the heck did we add this? Well, first it's worth mentioning that you can actually add custom emojis to Minecraft already. You can't have a pufferfish, for example, but you can have, for example, mouse left button. You can do that by copy pasting the symbol which represents it, or you can even type :mouse left button, and if you put that into your Minecraft, it will actually show you any of these signs. So there's a list of default emojis, and for most players these are good enough. They're meant for marketplace use too, if I'm being entirely honest with you. But yeah, one of the things that you can do is you can alter the font for any resource pack, and so here is KMB actually doing that for one of these worlds. What you do is you create a basic resource pack. Minecraft makes this very easy. They have a lot of example ones, and then what you do is you edit the font folder, and in that font folder you can just put a glyph. This is the same thing that the Minecraft emojis are made from, the A button, etc. And so basically you can make the font so that there is a special thing that you can specially put into the game. And so in other words, you can have a fox emoji, or you can have indeed an ominous bottle emoji if that's what you want. And that is one of the incredible little tiny details that has gone into making these Ultimate Guide worlds, and indeed, I should say into these update guide worlds. And I hope that now you know how to make them yourself. It is a little bit fiddly for making custom emojis, but once you do it once, it's easy to do again. Custom paintings, literally, I think I could get my grandmother to make those, and custom maps are something that actually, if you do them in survival, can be a really fun project in themselves. So what I would recommend is actually work out what is best for your project and use whatever is best for it. But here are 3 really fun custom tools that might help you when you're working in your world. And in the meantime, I hope that you appreciate all of the work that goes into making both our guide and of course update videos, what I believe are the best on YouTube, especially if you're trying to follow the Bedrock version of the game. But even in general, a lot of Java players find watching them as a great way to learn about the update in a fun and engaging way, and I think that is cool that we have pulled that off, and hopefully we can move advancements even further into the future. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you to KMB for helping me with the footage on this one, as well as of course and indeed all of the ultimate guide, all of the update guide worlds, and indeed thank you to Harrison for editing this video, as complicated as it is with all the little bits, but hopefully we simplified it down as much as humanly possible, and so thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.